Hello, hello, hello to all of my Cancers. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Happy Motivational Monday, wherever you are. This video may go up on Sunday in some parts of the world, but this video is dated for the 10th of April through the 10th of May. Cancers, let's do it. Let's do it. If you haven't had an opportunity to see Sunday's video, it's dated on the 9th of April to the 9th of May. Please go check it out. Every Sunday we have questions that's going to help you get through the week, right? Let's go. Let's see what we have here as we start to slowly but surely approach the 13th of this month, which kicks off the last quarter moon phase in Capricorn. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see what your cards have to say. The 10 of Swords. We also have the 9 of Swords. We also have the 8 of Swords. We also have the 4 of Swords, the Everything is Fine, and also the Knight of Swords. Somebody has definitely been overthinking something, right? So you see this, the 10 of Swords, like, a lot of conversation going on about you behind your back, and it's a lot of such and such and such and such. What also could also start to kind of force you to start talking about things too. Like, oh, I can't believe these people are talking about me. I can't believe. And it could cause you to stay up at night. These could be people that you love. It could be family members that's talking about you behind your back. But source is saying to you, everything is fine. You're just going through a rebirth. See, a lot of people are experiencing a lot of things happening because this last full moon that we had in Libra, that pink moon that we had, forced people to almost kind of take off those rose-colored glasses and see the truth about some things they really didn't want to, in a dreamy state, about things. That color pink, being in a dreamy state, being in a very romantic state. And I'm so excited about everything. But again, Source wants you to be excited, but Source also wants you to take some kind of action as well. And the action that somebody's taking right now is overthinking things. But it's self-sabotage. To keep overthinking something where Source is like, you don't have to overthink this. All you need to do is get as far away from the overthinking as you possibly can, something that was very hurtful for you, and get your rest. That's what Source wants somebody to do. Get your rest. Stop overthinking this, the conversation that's going on about you behind your back. Because somebody sees you as very powerful, they see you as very smart, right? But Source is always also trying to get you to the next level, Cancer. So again, them knowing that you're powerful and you're smart. What's that song by Beyonce saying, you something if you causing all that kind of conversation? I know I'm saying the lyrics wrong, but y'all get what I'm saying. You can get the gist of what I'm saying, right? And that's what's happening here, is that somebody is causing a lot of conversation because people know how powerful you are. They know how smart you are. But the more air you give to it, you're evaporating your own creativity. That's another reason why I say your creativity, you're evaporating your creativity, your joy, you're evaporating healthy emotions in your spirit. You're evaporating what pleases you. You're evaporating all of this by overthinking. With Source saying to you, you can either start the process of cutting some people out of your life, but you can start the process first and foremost of cutting off the overthinking about it. Let's see what else comes next in your cards. Let's see what else comes next in your card. We have the 2 of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Wands. We also have the Ace of Cups. We also have the Wheel card, the 9 of Pentacles. And so let's see what else we got here. So this Wheel of Fortune lets me know that all the time that somebody's spending on this, on the flip side of all of the time that somebody's spending on this, some kind of unexpected change is going to happen in your life, right? Because right now, when your water is that low because you're overthinking all kinds of things, that's why I always talk about drinking more water, Cancers. Your water sign, that's how you replenish. You need to flush all of that out. Sometimes people do detoxes. Sometimes people do physical flushes from their body, like liver and colon cleanses, all that kind of stuff people do to keep a fresh flow of creativity coming through. You want to be totally clear when you're overthinking something that could have hurt you. Somebody could have said or did something to hurt you. What Source is trying to do is get you to learn how to really be active and create and protecting your heart, your creativity, protecting your joy, protecting your peace, protecting your wide emotional range. So this may be some time that somebody physically sits down somewhere and starts to meditate. And think through this thing, right? How am I protecting my creativity? If people know that I'm smart, they know that I'm this, they know that I'm that. How am I protecting my creativity, right? I need to make some adjustments here. Here we have the High Priestess energy. Someone else also has High Priestess energy. This is energy meaning like somebody is psychic. You have psychic abilities. You pick up on energy very, very well. You're super sensitive to things. So if people that you love hurt you, they say or love you, you could be picking up on conversations from people you haven't talked to in years. You could be picking up on their conversation. So what Source is trying to get somebody to, because you're moving towards financial independence, and Source is saying, I'm creating an additional stream of income from you, whether you're going into business with somebody or whether you are doing an additional stream of income. You know, you could be reading cards and also selling bracelets. That's two streams of income right there. That's going to send you towards financial independence. You can own a business and you can be going into business with somebody else, additional stream of income. But because you're so smart and you work so hard for where you're smart, you're very powerful, and that's what people are seeing. And so you're picking up on conversations, you're picking up on people's instability, you're picking up on people's insecurities, Cancer. That's what I need you all to see. That's a high priestess energy right here. You're picking up on people's lack of career success. You're picking up on people who feel like they are you're picking up on their disloyalties, you're picking up on their lack of prosperity, you're picking up on their demons. That's what you're picking up on. And that's what's causing somebody to overthink this. And this is what's causing some kind of heartbreak for some people. But Source is saying to you, with that same thinking, all of this air that you're giving to something, you can use that same thinking to do things like permanently cut people out of your life. That could be a struggle depending on who people are, because everybody has demons, right? If your demons are loyalty and somebody that you love's demons are disloyalty, guess what? That's unequally yoked. If your demons are, if your root chakra, let me say this, okay? I won't say if your demons are loyalty. If your root chakra is secure, you're a loyal person. That doesn't match with somebody who is disloyal. Let me just make sure we're clear on this. It will never match with somebody that's disloyal. Never. So they have to prove that, right? If your career is successful, it will never match with going into business with somebody whose career isn't successful. They haven't had time to prove something. If you are prosperous, just in your thinking, you're prosperous, right? You're not a hater. You're happy for people who are winning out here, all this. It'll never work if you're trying to connect with somebody who sees you as a threat or sees you as competition. Hopefully you all are getting what I'm saying here, because somebody is giving way too much thought to something, and Source wants you to protect your creativity, protect your water, like really, really protect your water. So sit down during this time and really just take this week out and really focus on getting your strength back, motivating yourself to say, you know what, if I need to physically cut some people out of my life or, step back from something, then that's what I'm going to do. Here we have the 10 of Wands, we have the Queen of Swords, we have the 10 of Coins, we have the 6 of Swords, the Temperance card, and also the 4 of Cups. Somebody is moving towards booked and busy. And so God needs somebody to get laser focused. The only way you're going to get laser focused is to say, I need to move on from something. Emotionally and physically, I need to move on from something with no regrets and don't look back. See, when we're talking about, let me see the cards that came out here. When we're talking about legacy wealth, right? A lot of people have tried to go into business with family members. They have tried to connect with people, but you also, this is not just about money. This is what trips people up. A person who is impoverished in their thinking doesn't understand that money is deeply rooted in your relationships with other human beings. So all they're looking at it is like the bottom number. Okay, I'm gonna become a millionaire because so-and-so became a millionaire, or I'm gonna make my first 6 figures. But they don't understand that you've taken the blood, sweat, and tears of building these solid relationships where people are loyal. No matter what your prices are, because you deliver good work, guess what? They're going to keep coming back to you. They don't understand. People don't understand that when they are unequally yoked in their own spirit. So Source says, remove the blindfolds. They've already been removed, right? And that can make somebody be like this, crying. It can cause somebody to cry. It can make somebody like, and not only that, no matter what situation God allows you to go through, Cancer, somebody is realizing that it was always predestined for you to create legacy. Always. This has nothing to do with your age. It's always been predestined for you to be financially independent. So Source is saying, vibrate high. This is your Temperance card. Vibrate high. Source is saying to you, vibrate high. vibrate high from because your heart is in the right place, but somebody's heart will keep getting broken every time you think I need to go back to all of this overthinking about situation. This is the Four of Cups right here. But somebody's definitely, been overthinking, some kind of action that you took. We also have the Queen of Swords here. And this is a person who has to sit on their throne and think this through. You have to vet everything that's coming across your mind, Cancer, because again, if people are unequally yoked and they don't see how hard you've worked for things, Cancer, and all they see it is just bottom line, the dollar figure, that's all they can see. They will see you as competition. They will see how can we cut this person's heart? How can we cut into somebody's creativity? How can we break their heart? But that's their demons. That is their demons. Or somebody's going to have to make some decisions to say, even if that means that I'm by myself and doing some things, I need to move away from some. I need to make an executive decision to go ahead and move on from some stuff. Here we have the Ten of Cups, the Five of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Pentacles again, the Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and also the Ten of Wands. So 10 of Wands came out twice. I'm seeing double booked and busy for you all. Double booked and busy. Double booked and busy. Sometimes people want to go into business with family members. You want to go into business with friends because these are loved ones, right? You want to go into business with people. You want to bring people along. But somebody is also feeling left out of something. And so Source is saying to you, you don't have to feel left out. That'll cause you to use your emotions as a crutch. What's being said about me behind my back? We talking about the Ten of Swords here. What's being said about me behind my back? I wonder if people are plotting and planning. It doesn't really matter because you worked really hard to get where you are. And the Ten of Pentacles came out twice. Source is saying double legacy for you. Double legacy. So if you want to exist in this Five of Pentacles, woe is me. I'm giving so much thought to this, and I'm talking about it, and I'm really lamenting over something. This is the Four of Cups. Source is saying, protect your inner child first and foremost. Protect your inner child first and foremost. Somebody doesn't see the blessing in just moving on from something. Like somebody just, they can't physically see it because this is what the primary focus is on somebody's mind. The primary focus is on somebody's mind. Somebody has to get real comfortable with saying to themselves, having a conversation with themselves, even if I have to cut some loved ones off, I'm building legacy, and I can't have any distractions around me whatsoever. No matter what whoever says, I cannot have distractions. I won't have distractions. So I'm saying some kind of an approval come across your path, something having to do with money is coming across your path, and things are happening for you fast. So I'm seeing double booked and busy fast coming across your path. So again, like I said before, somebody's going to have to, this is what God's way of saying to somebody, when we're talking about some kind of an approval having to do with money and legacy wealth, like I said, double legacy wealth, is when you think about Cancer, when you think about these companies that have started legacy, like you see their names on the side of hotel buildings and on goods, products, and services and things like that. There's also, it was a movie that came out, and they're talking about, I think it was the Gucci brand. I think it was a movie, it was entitled Gucci, and it starred Lady Gaga and some other people in it. When you're talking about legacy, there's always going to be some people in the family that's going to try to go up against you because all they see is money, 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 money. And so, but they don't understand the handshakes you've made. They don't understand the humility that you've had to walk in to have those quality, healthy, loyal relationships. They don't understand that, the like I said, the studying, the learn, all the stuff that you had to do to earn it. So here we have the Six of Wands, a Chariot card. We have the Seven of Wands, Queen of Wands, Ace of Swords, and also the Three of Pentacles. What Source is trying to tell somebody is that everything is perfectly aligned for you. When I tell you got God on your side, that's an understatement. Like, I'm saying the Seven of Wands. Source is saying to you, further sit down somewhere and meditate. Get your solar plexus chakra in alignment. Motivate yourselves. You're about to be double booked and busy. Some of you all are physically moving, from one place to the next, whether it's a new house, new business, a new something. And I'm seeing victory for you. I'm seeing victory over this overthinking about situations, right? And so somebody is really threatened by your energy. But I do see you sitting down thinking to yourself, why am I overthinking this again? I've worked hard. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into things. So continue being happy, charismatic, and free, Cancers. That's the Queen of Wands. And also keep being victorious. Keep being victorious. Your efforts are being rewarded. Your efforts are being rewarded. Here's the thing a lot of people don't understand either. And I'm not talking about that movie now. I'm talking about you putting your blood, sweat, and tears towards your legacy wealth here. Legacy wealth is not necessarily you working for somebody else. You could have, and you still could be working for somebody else, but you're talking about legacy now. That's going to set not only you up, but your kids, your grandkids, your great grandkids, kids you'll never even meet in this dimension, in this realm right here. You'll never meet them, or they will never meet you. Let me say that. They may see pictures of you and see how hard you worked and all the things. They may hear stories and things like that, but somebody's going to have to stay laser focused, because this is for your legacy. And sometimes that looks like, sometimes if you're trying to go into business with your siblings, that may look like you're going to have to cut them off, because it's like, you know what? I need to cut you out of my legacy, because you're messing up what Source put inside of me, the assignment that Source put inside of me. That could look like somebody talking about you behind your back, trying to sabotage you, bringing up stuff. Sometimes you want to go into business with, cousins, So these are loved ones. Sometimes you want to go into business with friends. It doesn't work, right? So Source is saying to you, you're going to have to be ready to go ahead and sever some ties with some energies if it gets to that point. If it's becoming that much of a distraction, there's a lot of, lamenting over some things and overthinking it, and it's causing you to feel vulnerable. Here we have the 10 of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Judgment card, the 3 of Wands, the King of Cups, and also the 7 of Cups. See, there's a lot of temptation from the enemy to get you to vibrate low, Cancer. The enemy wants you to vibrate low, to be on somebody's frequency, but you've already had a Kundalini experience. You've already had an awakening. Rose-colored glasses have been removed. You've already cried about it. You've already talked about it. How much crying and talking about it are you going to do? Now it's time to take action. So this is where you're protecting your legacy. I'm seeing judgment in your favor. Like I said, I see victory. So what I would suggest to you also, judgment represents, the Chariot card is like you have victory over your feelings about a situation. You're at a higher frequency. You're seeing things at an expanded view. God has already rewarded you for your efforts, right? You're at a higher frequency, so you don't have anything negative to say about anybody, but you've already broken. This is somebody's going to understand how it feels to break generational cycles, chains, and curses. Sometimes you feel like you're by yourself when you're breaking generational chains, cycles, and curses. But Source is saying to you, you're wise enough to go get near some water, so you can really think about some things, because otherwise, emotionally, that hurt is going to come out on other people, and you're not trying to project your hurt that other people have dumped into your spirit. Your loved ones have dumped into your spirit onto complete strangers. That will cut into your money. It'll cut into your own legacy. So Source is saying you have a lot of expansion on the horizon. This is the 3 of Wands here. So you got a lot of blessings, coming your way. A lot of blessings coming your way. So stay focused. Try to stay laser focused. Really try to stay laser focused. All right, Cancer. So this is good. This is really, really good, Cancer. Like I said, judgment is in your favor. I'm seeing victory for you all. You've broken generational chains, cycles, and curses. So you may be the first person in your family to do something, and the people that you're leaving behind, loved ones, could feel, some kind of way about it. And so however they feel, just keep your vibrations very high. Invite help. There we go. Invite help. Invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously, just say, I'm finally ready, God. Pursue me. So invite help from God. Help me, God, with this, because my heart is in the right place. I want to do right, but I work too hard for this legacy. I don't want to operate in hurt. I don't want to hurt anybody else. I've worked so hard. I've worked too hard for this. So invite help from Source. So Rowan, the number 34, which reduces to 7. There is no need to fear, dear one. Protected you are, and protected you will always be. Yeah, so Source knows where somebody's heart is. And all of this sword energy lets me know you have a lot of ancestors around you. They are so proud of you, Cancer, because of the work, the efforts that you put into all of this for the family legacy. And like I said before, unfortunately, in a lot of situations where it's blood relatives, family, or like family, could have been married to the family, could be, friends you're going into business with, whatever it is. Source is saying to you, you didn't get there by being a dimly lit bulb. You're very smart. You're very powerful, and people know that. And so they know being connected to you will also garner wealth for them. They'll also be a part of your legacy, but you also got to be clear in thought, right? The blindfolds have been removed from somebody. You don't have to overthink this. All you have to do is say, God, help me with this. You're inviting God in to help you with something. God, help me. Just say it. God, help me. Here we have the Three of Pentacles, the High Priest, the Strength card, the Queen of Cups, the Sun card, and also the Seven of Cups. God help me is what somebody is saying. God wants you to stay in your purpose. Stay in your purpose. Continue working hard. That's where the healing is. Continue staying strong. Continue staying strong, in your purpose. And you're saying, God, just help me with this. You know what the whole situation is, Let me just stay in the light and let everything else take care of itself. Here we have the High Priest. Yeah, we have the High Priest card right here. So someone is definitely at a higher mind. You understand things from a higher point of view when you're dealing with certain things. Here we have the Three of Pentacles here. Perfect alignment with your wealth. Perfect alignment. Three of Pentacles came out twice. So again, there's a lot of people who look up to you, Cancer. A lot of people who look up to you. Plus you got the Queen of Compassion. We got the King and Queen of Cups here. Queen of Compassion, you're very wise. So you don't hate anybody. Your heart is in the right place, but it's just been broken because people are not on the same frequency as you. So they're seeing things very differently because there's a lot of money here in the cards. So that's shining a light on their insecurities, their instabilities. It'll show whether they're loyal or disloyal. And so with all of that, it's just heartbreaking for somebody. Here we have the Seven of Cups coming out again twice. Seven of Cups came out twice. Again, further, tempting somebody to talk about it, tempting somebody to, and it's okay to talk to people about it, but at the end of conversations, Cancer, there should be some reassurance from whoever you're discussing it with that everything is going to be all right. Right? You don't want somebody to, have the worst possible conversation where you feel even more drained after you've talked about it. There should be somebody that you're talking to, or your tribe or whomever that you're talking to, that's ensuring you everything is going to be all right. Everything, you believe it or not, you may not be the only person that's going through some things, having to do with family, having to do with loved ones, having to do 9 times out of 10, you're not. You just may think you are until you come across a person that's going through something similar to you are. Then it's like, okay, maybe that offers some comfort, but it's not for the purpose of trauma bonding. Your dreams will bring the answer. So when you're asking God for answers, it may come through a dream, for somebody where God is showing you harmony. And so you're just asking God for signs along the way, but you're also in receiving mode and just letting God show you that I'm sitting people down, having conversations with people, letting them see what you're building here, right? So that they will calm down, so that they will get on board and they will too see a legacy. But make sure when I look at this, get your legal paperwork together. You do not want to enter into anything where it's just your feelings and your heart all over the place and you don't take the proper action. And then later on down the line, somebody sees a bunch of money and all of a sudden we hear about it all the time. So your heart can be in the right place, but make sure you got your legal paperwork in order. Do some deep breathing, because Source is going to bring, like I said, you got a lot of blessings coming your way because you've already worked very hard for, your legacy. And so again, still be practical, still think this thing through, so here we have some things that you can write down. You can write down what you want to let go of and you can burn it. You can write down the word overthinking. You can write down whatever, anything negative. You can write it down, because the waning gibbous moon is really about decreasing, banishing, repelling, cleansing away negativity, you breaking hexes and curses, all of that, right? Also, you can write down all the things that you're thankful for. You can cleanse your home. You can take a cleansing ritual bath. You can make moon water. You can reflect on your goals and what you want to do to reach those goals. So it's a lot you can do. So surrender to the divine. Yep, surrender to the divine. Do some deep breathing and surrender to the divine. We also have the Queen of Swords here, right? Came out twice. Pay attention. Pay attention to all the messages coming through. No negative self-talk. And that kind of thing. Replaying what somebody said or did over and over and over again until you just emotionally just dehydrated and drained. Let's see what your number is. This is where you go in and you say, God, Just remove me from everything so I can just receive from you, God. Help me with this. Just help me, help me, help me, God. Help me with this. And so again, judgment is already in your favor. So I am limitless. There we go. There is no beginning and no end. All is infinite. It is time to develop your spiritual side. You are gaining new sight and understanding of both godly and earthly things. So that's what's happening for somebody, right? So when you're asking God for things to help you with the situation, like I said, your heart is in the right place. God will lead and guide you in ways that for you, you'll feel a lot better. You'll feel a lot better on the other side of all of this. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's see what else we have going on here. Make sure you got everything. Make sure we have everything. This is the card I was looking for, so we already have it. And let's pull an affirmation card and let's close it out. Affirmation card, and let's go ahead and close it out. Joy. Yep. Protect your water. That's your joy. That's your creativity, all of that. So I was created for a purpose. Great things happen to me each day. My very presence is a blessing. I believe in myself. Joy is a choice, and I choose joy. Greater is coming. I am enough. That's it. That is what I have for you, Cancers. Again, keep protecting your heart. Keep protecting your legacy. There's a lot of wealth here in your cards. I do see you being victorious. Like I said, you got a guardian angel watching over you, but you have God, and most importantly, your ancestors are watching over you, protecting your legacy. And so the rose-colored glasses have been removed. And so you're seeing people's demons, but you're also seeing what your demons are. So if you're an overgiver and, your heart is like overwhelmed to a point where you're just like, I'm so devastated that I've got a chance to see people's demons. It's going to push somebody further back from seeing your legacy versus saying, okay, now that I see from a higher perspective what people's demons are, I can ask God for assistance in those areas. Like, God, just assist me in these areas so that I can stay focused on my legacy. And you'll see what happens. That's what I have for you, Cancers. Thank you for joining me. I will see you all on Wednesday. Bye.